What up, what up? This is Rey Grand, your host, and you're listening to the Rey Grand Show, where we talk about redefining a disability and overcoming. I've been paralyzed from 22 years from bacterial spinal meningitis. I know a few things. That's right. Thank you for listening, and let's get to it. Good day, people. This is Rey Grand, your host. Thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate everyone who has been listening. Today's topic is going to be growing pains. Funny thing is, I was on Facebook and I saw a post and it says, I've been sitting for so long and my butt hurts. Yes, my butt hurts. Paralyzed for 22 years, and that's something I've been dealing with. Just sitting in my chair and it hurts. So I am used to being uncomfortable while being comfortable. I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So that's been my life for quite some time. But I want to talk about growing pains. That's the topic of today. Growing pains. You're growing, but you're in pain. A lot of pain. So let's think about this. Let's tell you a quick story. So in the movie Karate Kid, at the end of the movie, he was fighting his opponent, and the opponent was cheating, and Daniel-san had the opportunity to kill the young man. And he asked him, he's like, live or die, live or die. And the guy said, die. And Daniel-san said, wrong, live. So even in his enemy that tried to take his girl, try to kill him, he did not kill his enemy. He said to the enemy, you will live. And so in life and God, he says, choose to live, because God gives us life and we choose life over death. But the question that everybody's wondering, why do we choose to live? Well, I can tell you why I choose to live. And the reason why I choose life over death, because I know with life, there are seasons. So let's break that down. There's fall, summer, winter, and spring. And fall, you kind of dress a little light jacket, a scarf, maybe a hat, maybe not. Winter comes, you may put a thermo on, may have some really heavy clothing because it gets really cold. Spring, you can have a sweater, not necessarily a jacket. Summertime, t-shirts and jeans. So every single season, you have different attire. So I believe, with pain, there's a season for it all. And for me, like I said, the reason why I choose life is because I know I'm living something, or living for someone or something that is bigger than myself, which is purpose. Can you imagine somebody in a wheelchair accomplishing and providing value to the world and doing so many things that most people on their 2 feet haven't done? Because I walked before, so I know both worlds. I know when I was on my 2 feet, I was moving and shaking. I was playing basketball. I had girlfriends. I was able to do so much on my 2 feet. However, in a wheelchair, it slowed me down. And with that process, slowed me down, it helped me see things that I needed to see. Not that I wanted to see. I needed to see. It's almost like sometimes when people are going through life really fast, woo, like going like a real car, woo, what's happening real fast, and they didn't see the red light, or they didn't see the old lady crossing the street, or they didn't see the person in the wheelchair, or they didn't see that the speed limit. They didn't see all of the above. You get the drift. And so you can imagine. So instead of the nice, beautiful car, what's on the inside of the car. Before the car was built, the car had things on the inside that needed to be put together. And so when you think about that, I think about us as that we are being put together and things happen for a reason. So for me, I believe the pain brought a lot of greatness out of me, and it worked so many great things inside of me that I couldn't have done, or I think I couldn't have done on my own, if I was on my 2 feet, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And I believe that people see, me doing all these great things, and they're like, man, how were you able to do all those things? Shoot videos weekly, encouraging people, doing this podcast, doing the movies on YouTube. Check it out, my YouTube channel. Speaking across the country, being a father, husband. How, Ray? How? And I can say to you, having these growing pains is because I was growing, but it's growing from the inside, the inner self, and feeding that inner man with truth and with God's love and God's word. And through that process, I focused on what I can give versus what I can get. And when you focus on what you can give, it's more rewarding, because think of it like this: Ray Grand, the greatest speaker in the world, touching millions and millions of lives. That's beautiful. But let's change that narrative. Ray Grand, the greatest leader in the world, changing millions of lives and teaching people to do the same thing. And I believe Martin Luther King did that with his actions, and what he did was change the trajectory of our thinking in the brown community, not just because he had a dream, which was, came into fruition, but more so the economic inclusion and value in this country, beautiful country we call United States of America. And that's a topic within itself for another day. However, why is it so important to give? Because it's about multiplication and teaching and spreading that love, that truth, and that wealth as well. It's not just for my life, it's for the life coming after me. And I believe legacy is truly important. And so I believe in growing pains, another thing that is truly important that I have acquired is a high level of awareness, is because in pain, for some odd reason, I see things a little bit clearer. I feel things a lot more. Just like with Ray Charles, he was able to touch someone's wrist and see who that person was, or feel who that person was, whether he liked the person or not. And that goes for me as well. Since I've been paralyzed, there's been a level of heightened ability to discern people and just see things a lot more clearer. If I wasn't paralyzed, I don't think that level of heightness would be there. It's kind of funny how when one sense is taken away, that all the other ones heighten. It's like taking things for granted. We have a house, we have a bank account, we have a checkbook, or we have water to drink. All these things that we have in America that sometimes we as people can take it for granted. But take one of those things away. Imagine walking into your house and you turn on the light and the light does not turn on. You'd be like, whoa, would not feel great. Imagine that happening. Some people actually live in a house where they don't have lights. They have to, have a lamp, or it runs on electricity. The electricity runs on a generator. And so, yeah, pain births so many great things, because it causes a person, causes the person to either to live or die. And I would encourage you to choose life, because it helps you become more creative. It helps you think in an innovative way. It helps you think differently. And it builds a strength inside of you, an inner strength that surpasses your own understanding, doing things that you never thought you can do. And I can attest to that, being in a wheelchair, because I didn't know that I was going to graduate high school on time, start a business at 16, graduate college, be married, be a father, homeowner, all these things, an author. The list goes on and on and on. And that's not to brag. That's just to say that I'm proud of myself, and I'm pleased with myself, and I'm pleased with where my life is going. And I want others to do the same, because it is possible. However, like I said, it was growing pains. It didn't feel good. It wasn't handed to me. It was hard. And sometimes we believe that things can just happen in a split of a second, like winning the lottery. However, do you really want it that way? Do you want it easy? Because easy come, easy go. We've seen the story over and over and over. Lottery winner goes broke after a year, 10 years, and they go broke. So I believe with growing pains, things become more sustainable. That wealth that is acquired, or that knowledge is acquired, can't be taken away that easily. And so, just to recap about growing pains, number one, we have the option to choose life or death. Choose life. Number two is a season for it all, and dress accordingly to your season, and position yourself in a way so you can be successful in that season. Number three, understand your why. Why are you doing this? Why is this happening? And asking yourself those questions so you can get those answers. Because for me, I understand why I'm in a wheelchair. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than what I want. And I'm okay with that, and understanding my life is a testimony, an epistle for the kingdom of God. So that's number three, is your why, understanding your why and your intention. Number four is being aware. For being aware and understanding, what do you have, and what's in your hand, what do you have, and what is your special ability that helps you pay attention to the little details in a particular situation, and then use that to your advantage. And don't just say, oh, it doesn't matter. No, if you have an ability to feel more, to see more, to hear more, to do things, do it. Like Nike says, just do it. So there you have it. That's the episode about growing pains. I hope that was helpful. There are pros and there are cons, because nobody wants to go through pain. No one says, oh, choose me. I want to go through all the pain. I want to do it. Nah, highly unlikely. However, you may agree, you may disagree. However, that's my perspective. In pain, there is some beauty in the pain, just like the tree. When the tree grows, everybody's like, wow, that's a beautiful tree, but it had to go through some things and get to the heights where It is, because it had to grow. And so if you have any questions, comments, feedback, please leave a review on iTunes or email the Rey Grand Show at raygrand.com, or give me a buzz 44939-4825. This is Rey Grand. Until next time, peace and love. God bless you. Thanks for listening. If you like something that you heard, please leave a review. Oh, one more thing.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
Love y'all.